Hi everyone, welcome to the hashtag Be Creative challenge, which is a monthly challenge where we post on the 13th, and this is hosted by Tapping Flamingo, aka the Bohemian Hippie. I believe her name is Terry. Hello. I missed last month. I actually had recorded videos, but I didn't actually make anything. Last month was goals. This month we have two choices. One is love, or in love, I think, and the other one is Mardi Gras, and I'm going to do both, and I'm going to do them in separate videos. So this one is the love or in love, I can't remember, but whatever the hashtag is below, it'll be hashtag Be Creative, either love or in love right after that. And you can play along by just using the hashtag too, but we are posting on the 13th of each month. And well, I'll just go over the love one now. I had these two howlite, I think, they're either howlite or magnesite, dyed sort of a pinkish red. They were a freebie I had gotten years ago from Eureka Crystal Beads, and I'd never used them. And then, I don't know if you'll recognize this. This is the little flirty crystal mix from Bead Box Bargain's January kit. Bargain Bead Box January kit, excuse me. I used a 6-inch piece. I had about a foot left over of beading wire. I'm using a 6-inch. I cut it in half and using 6-inch piece for each earring. And then I needed something on top of these, and originally I brought out the bright red crystal rondelles from the Bargain Bead Box, but I didn't like the way it looked because this is more of a pinkish red. So I went digging and I found I had some that brand of crystals from Austria that we're not allowed to say anymore, but these have been in my I have a lot of this brand in my stash, so I'm going to be using it. So I'll just say Austrian crystal, and this is Indian pink 4mm. I needed something on top the bead right there to just make it look better, but I didn't have them in the larger size, and I felt like I needed something on here. But I did find these 6mm rose ones, and I think they're not quite the same color, but I think it works. I hope you like it. I do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this loop, and this is a soft flex satin silver beading wire. I don't remember which one because it was laying loose on my desk. It might be their Econoflex lesser strands. I'm not for sure, but it is a satin silver color, so you can look that up on their website. I do have a silver 2mm crimp tube from Soft Flex. It is sterling silver. And then of course the flirty mix, and also 2 head pins that were from Bead Box Bargains back in 2018. They're 20 gauge steel for the hearts. These ear wires, which have a heart on them, were from jewelrymaker.com, which is in the UK. Let's get started. We're going to first wire wrap this, and at some point I want this to go front to back, the loop to go front to back, because it has to fit over the beading wire, right? And I am going to do a wire wrapped loop, and I have this camera in a different up close kind of position. So I just bent that at a 90-degree angle. These are really thick pins. They're very stiff. They're steel. And I'm just going to bring this around if I can. The camera is like right there. I'm not quite used to that. I want this to look like a lollipop pretty much. Then I'm going to bring in my bent nose pliers just to hang on to that. And because this is really stiff wire, I'm going to use my chain nose to wrap this, and this will stay still once we get this wrapped, hopefully. I'm sorry that my camera is just not good. It's a webcam, but you know, separate webcam that hooks onto my laptop, but I've been having some issues with it, so I'm not sure what to do. And people have told me, oh, it should have come with software that you could download. Nope, not this one. All right, we need to turn that. Just make sure it looks straight from the side and from the front. That looks good to me. So that part is done. And now we're going to take our beading wire. Let me move this one out of the way. And we are going to put a bead stopper. I have two different ones here actually. I'm just going to put it about an inch and a quarter from the end. And the first thing we will do is put one of the larger Swarovski on. Oops, if I can get it. And then our pendant. And then the other, these are 6mm. And that's going to look like that. So now we'll go up one side, and I have 7 and then a 4mm Austrian crystal, and then 7 again. So I have 15 beads on each side after the 6mm, but the 8th one in the middle is the crystal. All right, so I didn't really, I kind of did these random, sort of, but I had to make sure I'm counting. That's 5, 6, and we'll do a white one next to the crystal. So that's 7, right? 2, 4, 6, 7. Sorry if I'm out of frame. Now our crystal. And then I don't like the pink ones next to the pink because they are slightly different colors. 2, 3, 4, let's see, 5, and 6, and 7. I do want a pink next to the top, and then we're going to put our 2mm crimp tube up there, and then we're going to close that for a minute and do the other side. And they don't have to be matchy-matchy. That's the fun of this. You can do it however you want. You can make it matchy-matchy, but the only thing I liked is to have a white or a lighter color next to the crystals to make them pop out a little more. And and also a pink at the very top. So that is 5. Let's do 6, 7, and then our crystal. Bring a few more over. I don't really have any whites in here. And then 1. My wire has a little thing at the end. 2, 3, 4, maybe. Well, let's do another. Nope. Kind of want that white one. I don't know why. 4, 5, 6, and I do want a pink at the top. Did I have? I had a pale pink. And 7. This is all I have left of my flirty mix from the bargain bead box. And that is that. And then what we're going to do is cross the wires. In through the crimp tube. Hopefully. There we go. And pull. And that's what it's going to look like. I actually want to, there we go. Now, I'm going to bring in my, I think these are called magical crimpers. I need a little room here, just a little, and we're going to go in. We have to hold both strings. we're going to go in and put it in that second hole. I want to make sure they're pulled good and crimp. And hopefully, if I did it right, we have a pillow. Look, can you see the pillow? Sorry, that's glary. Okay, and then, and if you watch Softflex Company on their lives, they do this many times. You don't have to use the magical crimper. You could use the regular crimpers with the 2mm tubes. However, I like the way these usually finish into a little ball. And also give it a pull test. I have a little wire showing. I'm okay with that because my ear wire is gonna be up there and that's not going anywhere. And then I'm going to come over here. The weight of the heart pulls that down. I didn't quite get that cut as close as I would like, but I will fix that after the video. And then we just open our, I'm not happy with that cut, but it's all right. These little crystals, they will not go through twice on the beading wire. They're really thin. I'm looking for my chain nose. I'm just going to open this in the back, put this on over the crimp bead. Now it may slide a little. If you don't like that, I would suggest maybe putting a crystal, maybe a larger one up here, and that'll keep your ear wire in place a little better perhaps. But those are the earrings that I made for In Love. Now I am going to come back and we're going to make a necklace with this beautiful heart, and it's from jewelrysupply.com from 2012 when I first started doing jewelry. I went a little gung-ho on buying things, but these are hand painted glass beads. So I'm gonna come back and we'll make a necklace together. I'm gonna design it first and then we'll do it together. Hi everyone, I'm back. Okay, I designed a strung necklace and 2 pair of earrings. I might change one of the earrings up. I haven't put them together yet. And I'm not gonna bore you with the actual stringing, but I'll show you what I have. Okay, so I was in use up some stuff mode. So this is the only heart like that I had. It was from jewelrysupply.com. They may have them. They're hand painted glass. I don't know. Then I had a little baggie like that, a snack bag that had an open strand of these bead landing. I had gotten them on clearance a long time ago. They were called pearl faceted 6x8mm black, but they're glass beads. And they had, this is the last one I have, they're faceted, I think 8mm, and then some bicones, and then some little black rounds. It was like a mixed shape strand, and all I have left is this one black bead, which maybe I'll use in a bracelet or something. I don't know yet. I also had this open pack of Blue Moon beads, which I had gotten from Joann's online. These are the ones that have, they're like white on the inside and then they have clear around them with like roses on them. So I thought that would be good for In Love, and it is In Love. And then I had an open kit with a little bit left from a Jesse James bead mix called Never Give Up that had the butterfly wings and things. I still have a few pieces, but these spacers here and on one pair of earrings, which I started to make, the 2 bead caps, they're from the Jesse James beads bead mix kit. These tubes are vintage German glass tubes I had bought from Fire Mountain. They're 12x5mm 4-sided ovals. They called them pink with white, vintage German. They came in a pack of 100 for a really pretty reasonable price. Of course, the Austrian crystal that I have that was from Fusion Beads years ago in 6mm rose, that company that we're not allowed to talk about. I did bring out a red, white, and pink bead mix, glass bead mix, but I didn't end up using it. I did bring out these, I don't know what these are called. I guess I had 2 strands of these and one was open. These were from Hobby Lobby Color Gallery, 12mm hearts. I think they're glass. Pretty sure they're glass. Anyway, they look like these. I didn't have any more of these, right? But I wanted a heart on one pair of earrings. So that's what I did. And then some oval jump rings. These are 18 gauge, I think 8x6mm. Oh, and then these hearts are out of a kit that I had gotten a long while ago from Jewelry Maker. They're silver plated copper links, and they came in a box with little pots like this. And these just happen to be hearts, and I thought those went well with this because this is actually, there's not really purple in it. There's silver, black, and pink, and the pink, the rose colored Austrian crystals matched it really well, so I needed some silver besides these, so I used them. And then because they're sort of hammered look, I had one, I was looking for a heart clasp, but the only ones I have are small, really small toggles. So this is a tiara cast hammered ellipse, it's called Link, and I thought that would look nice with it in the back there. And some Beadalon #2 crimp tubes, the last pair in that bag of ear wires that I showed you previously from jewelrymaker.com. And then I have these lever backs with a little heart on. Those were from Fire Mountain, so I'll use them on one of the 2 pair, probably the pair that doesn't have the heart on it. And that's it. Oh, and then I'm going to use this Econoflex Soft Flex Steel Gray. This is only 7 strand, but I have it. I'm going to use it, and I'm basically going to string all of this. I put oval jump rings already through the links here. I'm going to string this as well. I'm going to check my length and see if I want any more on it, because it looks like it's going to be about a 22 to 23 inch necklace, but you know, it changes a little bit when you get everything on the beading wire. So let me get started on that, and I'll come back and show you that when it's done. I'm not going to bore you with the beading part of it, stringing part, but we'll crimp it together. Okay, see you soon. Alright everyone, I'm getting ready to crimp, but I'm putting an oval jump ring onto the open part of the clasp. And one thing you have to make sure of is that they are closed tight, because you don't want that beading wire slipping out. Now, it's less likely to slip out with this oval jump ring, and this is a nice sturdy jump ring, so, and I think that's closed pretty well. I'll just give it another squish to show you. Right, well, I'm not 100% happy with that. Let me give it a little another wiggle. There, we heard a click, right? But even sometimes when you hear the click, it's not quite all together. Now I think I'm happy with it. And the other thing is do a finger test. Go over the open part of it, the slot, and check it. Alright, so now we're ready for our crimp tube. It's a 2mm crimp tube. And we're going to put that onto the jump ring. I usually prefer like a closed ring or just right onto the clasp, but I want it to have a little more movement. And I don't always do this, but I'm actually going back down through the first black bead and the pink tube. I did that on the other side as well. I don't know, it just gives me a little more sense of security. And this is a little bit of a tight squeeze, so I'm going to hold on to this and pull because there was too much wire at the top. Now I am going to bend this a little bit, and I'm also going to look at how big was the loop on this side. Not very big, just enough to give it some movement. I think I need a little bit more there. Oops. So let me pull it again just a little bit. There, tighten it up. Okay, I'm happy with that now. And I just want to make sure I have movement here. And then we're going to go in with our magical crimpers, trying to make sure the wire is not crossed, which is not always easy. And squish. And then before I turn it around and do any more, I'm going to try and make sure that, now see, that is not crimp tight, it's moving. So let's try it again. Did we get our 4 corners? We did not. So this might be a bad crimp. Yeah, I'm going to take that apart. So here's the thing. Always do that test. It did not crimp right. I'm going to see if I can salvage it by giving a little more room there. Maybe I had it too close. I don't think so though. Alright, let's try it again. And if not, then I'll take it apart. Squishing down. What I'm looking for is like 4, I think I got it that time. Yep, I did. 4 corners, like a pillow. Now these are not soft flex crimps, but I have to use what I have, right? I have soft flex also, but I've had these Beadalon ones longer, and they're fine. And I'm just going around, making like a little pillow. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to cut this off as close to that bead as I can, but kind of bend it a little bit, making sure not to cut my other part of the beading wire. And then that black bead should be able to house that a little bit. So there is our necklace. It is about 21-22 inch. And the use of the jump rings, just, it gives it a little more movement. I might double check these and make sure they pretty much, you can flip them over and have it be either side. But I think that turned out pretty. My light is too bright. I'll try and do it like this so you can see. Okay, isn't that pretty? And it would go up like this, obviously. So that is my necklace, and then I decided I only had this one black bead left. So I'm actually going to put a little charm back here on this side of the clasp. So let's go ahead and make that real quick. I'm going to do a wrapped loop, and I'm going to hook it onto that jump ring by the clasp, because I didn't want to have one bead left from that mix, so I just added another bicone on. We're going to do, this is on a head pin from Beadbox Bargains. I think they are really stiff. So before I could go ahead and finish the wrap loop, but I'm going to take this off and bring this closer to me. And let's see, make sure that's got to be down, and that might also help hold the wire down. So let's put this through here. And it's not really directional. I have to open that a little more. Not really. So the other option, I guess, is, you know, you could do your wrap loop and open the jump ring. But now that I have that jump ring nice and tight, I really don't want to do that. There we go. Got it on. Okay. And now we're going to wrap it. And I am going to use my chain nose pliers. I'm sorry if this is up too high, but yeah, I just don't have the money for a fabulous camera, and my phone doesn't like to let me take folder files off pictures and videos once I video on my phone. So I tend not to do that, but I might be giving that another try because I'm really getting very disappointed in this webcam. Let me know what you have. If you make videos, what do you film on? A webcam or your own phone? And do you have an iPhone, or do you have some other kind of phone? Let me know. I have an iPhone, which is fairly new. So there. That's what we just added on. Just adds a little something to make the necklace a little prettier in the back also. And this is double-sided, so you can wear it either that way or that way. I just like the design better on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and make the earrings that I designed over here. You know, this one is going to dangle from, actually, I think I'm going to switch that up. I think I'm going to have these dangle from the bottom of this. And then these I'll go ahead and finish up as well. And I'm sorry, I'm not even in frame. And put them on ear wires. So those will be our earrings. So I'll come back and then show you all the pieces I made for hashtag Be Creative in Love. See you soon. Okay, everyone, here are my finished pieces for the In Love part of hashtag Be Creative this month, airing on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. So I clearly can't sell these in time for Valentine's Day and get them to anyone in time unless you're local, but they will eventually go up on my Etsy shop. I hope you like them. Let me know which piece or pieces are your favorites. Thank you, Terry, for doing this challenge each month. Take care and have a great February. Bye. Happy Valentine's Day.